Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have, obviously by the title of this video, a flip through of my February planners, or I guess February in my planners. And yeah, I use the Hobinichi Weeks and the Hobinichi Cousin. The Cousin is really my like catch-all for everything. I do planning and journaling in here, goals, memory keeping, all of that jazz. And then the weeks just kind of supplements my cousin. And yeah, so I'll start with the weeks. And February, I didn't really use this much. Funny story is I actually kind of lost this notebook for 2 weeks, so that's part of the reason why I didn't use it. It ended up just being under a stack of books in my apartment, but for the life of me I could not find it for a solid 2 weeks. So here I need to go and backfill the left hand side with my workouts. So if we look at January, I basically split it into a section for cardio and then a section for strength training. And yeah, on the right side I basically write my priorities and I break them down into smaller tasks. And then let me see, I forgot to show this yearly section. I need to go and backfill this, but basically it is color coded by the number of steps, like 8K, 10K, 15K, and greater than 15K. I basically just color it in, and then I write down the type of workout that I did, if I did a workout that day. So it could be like leg, chest, arm, back, dance, that type of stuff. And these monthly pages I have not been using. I can't figure out a good use for them, so they're just blank. Yeah. And yeah, these next 2 weeks, this is when I lost my notebook. And let me see. Oh, sorry, no, this is March I was flipping through. Of course that's empty. But yeah, here too, it's also empty. And then this last week I found my notebook again, so I wrote down some of my tasks. And yeah, not much to see in here. So moving on to the main event, the cousin. You'll notice most of my decorations are from TCMC, or the Coffee Monsters Co. So this annual overview, I'm not quite sure what to do with it, so it's blank for February, and honestly it'll probably be blank for March. I don't know what to do with it, so yeah. Next, this monthly calendar section, this is where I document my social media. So for February, basically on this like column, I write down all the videos that I would like to post this month, and obviously I was very ambitious, but I only posted 3, so yeah. And for March, I did the same thing, and I also used these little post-it notes to plan what date I would like to post each video. So January flip through came out really late, but today is the 2nd, and I am filming the February flip through now, so I'm actually on schedule for once. Yeah, I am proud of myself. Hopefully I can stay on schedule for the rest of the year. Next, moving to the weekly pages. So February starts here. This is basically where I time block. And so you'll see some weeks, like the first week of February, I am really bad at it. And I do mark down my 9 to 5, just so I can visually see it. And I don't always like write down what I'm doing during the workday, because it's just work. It's not really something that I care too much about documenting, but I try to document the rest of the time. And yeah, and here I have some habit tracking. So these little icons, this laptop one means either studying or video editing. And then this one is gym, like did I exercise? And then this one is did I track my meals? Because I have an app called Lose It where I can track everything that I eat. And here at the top, I just write down any highlights that I want to be able to remember at a glance when I'm looking back on this journal or the planner. And so Wednesday I had the kickoff meeting. This is related to work. And then Saturday, my husband and I, we went to Max and Brenner to do an early celebration for Valentine's Day. And Sunday, we picked up leather recliners and we went to When in Bangkok, which is this really, really good Thai restaurant in Flushing, New York. Okay, here, this is what a filled out spread looks like. So again, the structure is the same, but like obviously I wrote down everything that I actually did during the week. And this week it looks like I just had one like major thing happen. We went to see Captain America Brave New World in theaters with some friends, and then we went to some restaurants on the same day. And then again, another week where I did not really use this page or this spread, but I did document that I finished one of the books I was reading, Since You've Been Gone. And then on Saturday, we went out for dinner to MD Noodle, which was really good. And on Sunday, we started watching Arcane. We're probably going to finish it today. I'm super excited. This is such a good show. And we watched season 1. So we haven't started season 2 yet. But yeah. And then this is the last week. So here I didn't document work on Wednesday and Thursday, but I documented pretty much everything else. And yeah, I'm not quite sure what else to say. So let's go on to the daily pages. So on the first page of the month, I write down my monthly reflection, which basically is my wins of the month, losses of the month, and anything fun that happened. So, and like at the top, I write down a little blurb of just overall how the month went. So I wrote, February seems pretty similar to January. I had lots of fun and made good memories, but I didn't follow through on the habits I wanted to build or make. There should be much progress towards my goals. I made a little progress, but like nothing that significant, I guess. So yeah. And under fun, I track the books that I read, the restaurants I went to, and some other like just fun things that happened. Yeah. Now moving on to the daily pages. For the first, February is Black History Month, and I was curious to see why they put Black History Month in February. And so I did some Googling and I just wrote down a little bit about it, and it's really interesting. So yeah. And then I finished reading People We Meet on Vacation. And I gave it 4 stars. It's just like a really cute romance. It's very cliche, but it's cozy and I had fun. And then, we're almost out of frame. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't check my camera. But yeah, and then we went to Zeppelin Hall in Jersey City. Here, nothing much happened. Then on Tuesday, so there's this website called Free Cycle where people give things away for free and you can ask them like to get the free thing. So yeah, I got this set of leather recliners that looked like they were in really, really good condition, and I thought they would be perfect for our future house. So yeah, I decided to get them. And then here, actually this, I just had blank space, but on Sunday while we were driving, we passed by this park called Shirley Chisholm State Park, I think. It's in Brooklyn, and so I got curious, who is Shirley Chisholm? And she is actually the first African American woman in Congress in 1968, and the first woman and African American to seek the nomination for President of the United States in 1972. And I just wrote down a quote from her. It says, "I want to be remembered as a woman who dared to be a catalyst of change." On Wednesday, the kickoff meeting for work was a success, so I just wrote about that. And then after work, as a celebration, I went to Yaya Tea, and I got some drinks and some onigiri, and I also started reading Since You've Been Gone. Next, here I put this little sticker here, and it says, I said it's cold and snowy today. Actually, slushy and gross. And on Friday, I said I have potato energy. I have no energy or motivation to do anything. I felt so tired in the afternoon, and yeah. And then Saturday, this is when we went to Max Brenner to celebrate an early Valentine's Day. So I just wrote about that, and we had a really good time. They are known for their chocolates, and so we weren't expecting their entrees to be any good, but we got the lemon herb chicken, and it was actually so tasty. I am sorry that I ever doubted them. And then after eating at Max Brenner, we went to the bookstores nearby. It was in Union Square, so we went to Barnes & Noble's and the Strand, and we picked up several books. So I just wrote down some of the books that we got here. And then on Sunday, we went to pick up the leather recliners, and I just wrote about that experience. And we went to When in Bangkok for lunch, and it was so good. It's literally our favorite Thai restaurant. And afterwards, there were some Asian bakeries nearby, so we went to get some breads. And when we got home, we watched the Super Bowl kind of on and off while we were doing laundry. And I just wrote that we definitely did not predict the results. The Philadelphia Eagles beat the Chiefs 40-22. They went into halftime 24-0. It was a wipeout. I randomly started craving buffalo wings and chips and queso/nachos because of the game. LOL. Monday, nothing much happened. I wrote about Vaseline because I was having really dry and flaky skin, and Vaseline really helped. Like all the lotions that I had didn't help, but Vaseline did the trick. And then Tuesday, so sick day. I actually was not sick this day. I was having a really good morning, and then when I got into the office and I unpacked my bag, I realized that I forgot my work laptop. Like, I literally commuted 1.5 hours into work without my laptop. And so I had to quickly message my manager and just be like, hey, I'm not feeling well, I need to take a sick day. And I rushed out of the office. And yeah, that's never happening again. While I was on the way into the office, I actually stopped at a bakery and got the viral circular croissant. It was surprisingly $10, which I did not expect. But when I ate it, I was like, okay, fine. This might be worth $10. Like, it was really, really good and it was really big, so fine. Maybe it's worth the $10. And then Wednesday, it was the year-end celebration for work, and so I just wrote about that. The food at the restaurant was so good. It was like an Asian fusion spot, and their cod was amazing. I loved their cod. And then on Thursday, this is just a work meeting. And then here, PB is personal best. I hit some personal bests in the gym. And so I just wrote about that. I was very happy. And then here, Friday, I said lazy. I had such high hopes for today, but I ended up being so lazy. And then here, dessert. I baked 3 of the chocolate chip cookies from Wild Grain for dessert today, and they were so good with a crispy exterior and ooey gooey middles. On Saturday, for lunch, we went to Di Modalo, and then this is when we went to see Brave New World in theaters, and we went to Burgerology for dinner, and Doology. This was actually before the movie. We got a donut for a snack. And yeah. Then here I was able to do a pull-up on my own. And so I was very happy, and I put the I did it sticker. On Sunday, laundry. We had some issues with laundry, so I just wrote about that. And then we also got a flat tire, so yeah, we had to get that fixed. Here, Ryu Penna, she is a model slash influencer that I just randomly stumbled across on YouTube, and for some reason I really enjoy watching her videos. She is a Korean living in Japan, and she just kind of documents her life. She has a Japanese boyfriend, and so a lot of her vlogs are just her hanging out with her boyfriend doing things. But yeah, for some reason, like, even though her content is pretty mundane, I just find comfort in her videos, and I enjoy watching them. Monday, nothing much happened. I just did a big journaling prompt. Tuesday, I finished Since You've Been Gone, and I gave the book 5 stars. Here, I was going to do a journaling prompt, and I didn't get around to it. And then Wednesday and Thursday, I actually did not journal, but this week we were supposed to make our work goals for the year. So I just wrote down the initial iteration of them. Some of these were revised after I met with my manager, but the content is pretty much the same, or the general vibe is the same. So yeah. And then on the 21st, I placed a really big book order from Book Outlet, and here I just did a little house update. Then Saturday we went to Fort Lee, and we had dinner at MD Noodle House, which was really, really tasty, and we got dessert at June's Gelato. Then Sunday, this is when we started season 1 of Arcane. We watched the first 5 episodes. Oh my god. What is up with traffic today? Excuse me. Okay. What was I saying? Right. Arcane. Okay. Yeah, so I just did a little bit of journaling about that. And then Monday, I talked a bit about the house and where we are with that. And yeah, I think I was just feeling a little bit lazy. So I said, I don't know why, this washi just felt appropriate. Yeah, I have a washi tape of the week, so I just use one washi every week. And yeah, here I have this sticker from Temu, and I said I got a free Yeti mug today from work because there were so many left over from Investor Day yesterday. So yeah. And then on Thursday, I finished reading Bloodlines, which is a series. It's the first book in a series, and I gave it 4 stars. It's a very predictable YA vampire type of book, but I for some reason I just got hooked into the story. Like, I started reading the book on Wednesday and I finished it the next day, and I'm very excited to read the next book. And yeah, I kind of find some comfort in the fact that it is pretty predictable. And yeah, apparently this is like the second series that's set in the world of Vampire Academy, I think is the original series. It's by the author Rochelle Mead. And yeah, I just threw in some stickers that kind of reminded me of the book Bloodlines. And finally, on Friday, it was the economic blackout, which was like kind of in protest of a lot of the things that the Trump administration has been doing, like the rollbacks of DEI, cuts to a lot of social programs, firing of employees, yada, yada, yada. Like, there was an economic blackout where basically you're not supposed to buy anything if you can help it. That includes like gas, fast food, and regular shopping and stuff. And if you have to buy something, then try to buy local and try to use cash. And it's just to like kind of show the power of the regular consumer and our dissatisfaction and stuff. It's not the first time that like an economic blackout has been held, but this is my first time like really participating in a blackout. So yeah, I just wrote about that, and then nothing else really happened, I guess. And yeah, those were my daily pages. And then I'm just gonna quickly flip to the back. Here on the notes pages, I just write down some lists of things I want to track. So for movies, I only watch Brave New World, and I basically write down the name, the date that I watched it, and then my rating. For TV shows, I wrote down Arcane, and I wrote down the date I started it, but we haven't finished it yet, so I didn't write down a rating. Live shows and games, not much there. Books, I have Since You've Been Gone and Bloodlines. And then for restaurants, there were several, so I just wrote all of them down. And yeah, and then for favorites, I have Arcane, Ryu Penna, and book buying. And yeah, that is that. I hope you guys have had a really good February and are looking forward to March. Let me know in the comments how you've been doing, how February looks in your journals and planners, and anything else that you would like to share. And with that, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!